Shalom, Yashrala. This your brother Dawud from GMS St. Petersburg, Florida, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great MILLSTONE that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for your Akim pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. All right, I want to touch on this here article. This is some bullshit, man. Esau Edom, man, he got to go, man. You know, Esau Edom, man, just dealing with his lies. I'm going to just read this here article. And we're going to get into, you know what I'm saying, just a small portion. Well, we know what's wrong with the damn earth. We as the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, we broke the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. This is our punishment. But looking at this damn devil, man, this is just one of the pivotal points of why the whole world fucked up, you know. You might look at this as just a small little whatever story, but man, this is like the core of a lot of this shit, all right? This says Grinch, Christmas Grinch, U.S. teachers slammed for telling 6-year-olds Santa isn't real, all right? It says Christmas miracles and beautifully wrapped gifts are what most children yearn for all year round, which is not true because they program for that shit. They don't know nothing about Christmas. Look, man, you go around the world, how come children around the world ain't yearning for Christmas? They don't know about Christmas, all right? But a class of first graders had this year holiday ruined for them after a substitute teacher told them Santa isn't real. All right, now was they shit really ruined? Says an upset mother shared the story on Facebook saying the teacher at Cedar High School in Montville asked the 6-year-old pupils what holiday was lying ahead. One responded Christmas, and the unnamed substitute teacher went on a full-on Grinch. Now they slamming his teacher. All right, we're going to touch on that because this the bullshit, all right? This is way more than about Christmas and the Grinch and shit. Like, this is the ideology of these goddamn heathen that we look up to and hold in such a high estate as gods, man. And now this whole story, I believe, is all about Edomites. There's nothing but Edomites in here, but they're going to be called out by some damn Edomites. Let me read on. It says, now the substitute teacher who, ain't no telling if it's an Israelite, Edomite, ain't no telling who it is, but whoever it is, they in the right mind, the right spirit, whatever, whatnot. All right. Now the substitute teacher said, she replied that Santa isn't real. Parents just buy presents and put them under the tree. Now, where did she lie at that point in time? All right, that's the truth. Every one of those kids every last child that has ever experienced Christmas and then grew up find this truth out one day at a time. One point in time, they find out, wait a minute, Santa Claus ain't real. Y'all was buying us gifts the whole time. So if you're going to find this shit out anyway, why even start with the lie? That's what they not understand. That's the point of this whole article that I'm upset about, right? That the fact that we got to, let me read on, because they're going to kind of preface it that way. Like, we got to build off of a lie, and we got to protect this lie. And then we mad when somebody tell them the truth that they're going to eventually be told anyway, all right? Just further corrupting these people's mind. But the ideology and the words that they use to say, she replied that Santa isn't real and parents just buy presents and put them under the tree. She didn't stop there, as if she just over here murdering some kids or some shit. Like, nah, she grow the fuck up, man. It's reality, man. If you wasn't lied to about half the damn shit in the world, your life would be a lot better than everything. You know, just on a regular cardinal sense. If you wouldn't tell kids they can be whatever the fuck they want to be when they grow up and shoot for the stars or whatever, whatnot, they would probably be way better off just telling them, like, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? If this is what you good at, you might want to go down this here path. You know, but you can't tell a person who, let's say hypothetically, you ain't got no arms and no legs, right? And I actually grew up with a kid like this, but just using him for an example, and he was actually capable of doing a lot of stuff, but for a parent to tell that kid that he can be, you know, the #1 NBA star in the whole world, he can be like LeBron James, obviously he not, because he ain't gonna be able to play in the NBA like that. Not the way he is anyway, you know what I'm saying? So giving that boy that dream, when he find out it's gonna be crushed, you just making it worse on him. All right. It says, and she didn't stop there. Reindeers can't fly and elves aren't real. She claims that while an elf is merely a pretend doll that your parents move around. All right. So, and it says the teacher seemed to be on a real warpath against childhood myths. What the fuck is a myth? A myth, by definition. So, like I said, these Edomites writing this, Edomites talking about the shit and everything like that. She on a warpath as if she a demon, telling them, exposing myths. Telling them what a fucking myth is, like, yo, a myth is a lie. It's not even real. This is a fairy tale story. This is like, you see what I'm saying? Like, and these are the same fucking Edomites that want to talk about, oh, y'all believe in the Bible? That's a fairy tale. That's a myth. You crazy for believing that. How the fuck What? You know what I'm saying? We live this shit. You can't tell us we don't. Nah, bro, this shit is what we, hey, our spirit, bear witness that we are the children of the Most High. You can't tell us about our experience that we know what we going through, bro. We not crazy. This the same shit, bro. But y'all, on the other hand, y'all admitting this shit is a myth. She's like, yo, you on a warpath destroying the myths that we telling them. Like, bitch, a myth is a childhood myth. They're gonna grow out of this shit. It's fake. It's a fairy tale. All right? Now, you got somebody telling them the truth, all right, that your parents is buying this shit. So, you giving the glory to some fake, made up, well, actually, when you go into St. Nicholas, that's not really a fake person, but they have, how do you say, they didn't turn this shit into like a myth or, like a superhero type of character type of shit, right? They didn't turn it into some shit like that, make you want to believe into that. Then you giving that object the glory instead of your parents who's working all these overtime to get this and get that. You see what I'm saying? Especially for Jake, man. Oh, some white man bought me some goddamn gifts, and not my parents who are out here slaving for all this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucked up ideology. But beyond that, they over here tripping because what I believe is an Edomite teacher telling other Edomite kids the truth that their parents is lying, but these other Edomites is tripping on the shit. It says, man, let me just read this again. It says, she replied, Santa isn't real and parents just buy presents and put them under their tree. Now, you talking about a warpath. Y'all are promoting lying to children. Think about that. You promoting lying to anybody. First of all, that's deceitful. That's some work of the damn devil. You mad at somebody because they don't want to lie to your child. They want to tell you, this is a teacher. Somebody's supposed to be teaching your child the truth, not a fucking lie. All right? Preparing them for real life. Santa Claus ain't gonna help you in the real life. All right? And she didn't stop there. Reindeers can't fly. Man, motherfuckers grow up and nobody don't ever tell them this shit for real. They see a goddamn deer expecting this shit to fly. You know what I'm saying? Somebody be like, look, bitch, are you serious? Come on, man. This is why the world is stuck full of retards. All right? We training them up to be retards under these fucking Edomites, man. It says, and she didn't stop there. Reindeers can't fly and elves aren't real. She claimed, while an elf is merely a pretend doll that your parents move around. The teachers seemed to be on a real warpath against childhood myths. She didn't even stop there. Like, yo, she didn't even stop while her nigga was down. She kicked him while it was down. Like, look, she didn't stop there. The tooth fairy is not real because moms or dads just sneak into your room in the middle of the night and put money under your pillow. Same goes for the Easter bunny. The mother of one of the kids wrote on Facebook. So again, where's this teacher? I don't know if she's a substitute or a real teacher, but where's the damage at? She telling them the truth. All right, let me read some of these people's Instagram posts. Hold on, let me continue on. She says, she told them magic does not exist. There's no such thing as magic. The mother said she and many others were left having to do damage control after the kids had their sense of wonder shattered. In reality, like, that's a whole deceptive thing. First of all, they ain't had to do no damage control because you was going to have to do this damage control as they got older and older and older, and they've been building based upon this pretext of a fucking lie. I got to be good all year so the white man, Santa Claus could buy me some shit. Not even knowing it's your parents and the shit your parents got to go through to give you some bullshit that you ain't even going to appreciate after 3 weeks. You see what I'm saying? That's the bullshit about Christmas anyway. You just spending some shit your parents ain't even got. All right? But nevertheless, I'm having to do damage kids after the kids had their sense of wonder shattered. That's not a sense of wonder. Give them something, some reality to be able to use to wonder with. All right? Give them, like I said, telling the kid they can grow up to be whatever and do whatever they want to do in life is not a good start off. All right? Let's say a kid just grow up as they growing up naturally with a pure talent for music. You know what I'm saying? They be like, mom, dad, whatever, I want to be, you know, instead of telling them they can be whatever, you know what I'm saying? They might not be sports oriented, and then now they want to have a dream to be a Michael Jordan or some shit. Like, nah, look, you good with that music. You might want to do something pertaining to that. That seemed like what the Most High gave you as a gift. Work with that. You know what I'm saying? Work with whatever gifts and talents that you already got. Don't try to be something that you're not. All right? There's a lot of people, and that's why a lot of people are failures in life. They all trying to be some shit that they not cut out and designed to be. All right? You know, somebody who can't sing and perform or don't have that in their spirit to do all that, they want to be a so-called celebrity or something like that and wonder why that shit don't work out. It just ain't gonna work for you, bro. That's just not your shit. That's just not for you. All right? You know, like as a real example, me in my life, I play on all my weaknesses and things like that. The things that I know I'm weak at, hey, I try to stay away from that and go with the things that I'm strong with, you know? You try to talk to me on like some kind of sports tip or something like that, like, yo, man, I know that's not my forte. Let me not even try to worry about that that mindset, you know. But if it's something as far as like thinking on some stuff using my mind, like, okay, we could deal in that category, you know. It's like you don't want to try to fight a shark inside the water. Maybe you can beat a shark's ass on dry land, but if you in the water with the shark, your odds ain't looking too good. You either bring him on land or he need to bring you in the water. That's how you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, what you want. All right. It says the Cedar Hill school principal was forced to apologize over what is branded the teacher's poor judgment. And like I said, every one of these parents one day is going to have to make the same so-called poor judgment that they blasting this teacher who's teaching your kids the so-called truth. All right, that's what their job is supposed to be, to teach your kids the truth, not lies. But what? They over here talking about the teacher's poor judgment. The poor judgment came in when the parents started lying to these kids about some mythological creatures, all right? Let me jump down. It says, teachers are supposed to preserve children's innocence rather than crushing their dreams. The sub got bashed on Twitter. So let's think about that. That sounds good on paper, but in reality, the teachers are supposed to preserve a child's innocence. Nah, teachers are supposed to prepare the child for the future. Teach them vital tools and lessons that they can use in the world when they get older. All right. Rather than crushing their dreams. Your teachers ain't got shit to do with your dreams. All right. Unless you got like a certain kind of coach, like a gymnastics coach or some shit like that for some extracurricular activities or something like that. But other than that, math, science, and social studies, shit like that ain't got shit to do with your dreams. They got to give you the so-called, supposedly in their education system, all right, the indoctrination system, give you the tools that you need to progress in the real world afterwards. It ain't got shit to do with your dreams, all right? Your math teacher ain't got shit to do with you trying to become Lil Wayne because that's what your dream is to be, all right? They ain't got shit to do with you trying to launch your women's fashion clothing line because that's what you want to be, or your makeup artist. None of your teachers in school got shit to do with that. Although this sound good on paper, yeah, I'm sticking with this here substitute teacher who's like, yo, let's just get to the reality of shit. Santa Claus ain't real. I ain't here to do this and that. I'm here to teach you 1 + 1. All right, that's what the fuck I'm here to do. I'm going to teach you that. And we ain't worried about your dreams. You want to go talk about dreams? Go talk to somebody who dreamed. This is about reality. Let me teach you what you really need. This whole world is based off of dreams, false facades. Everything is fake. You know what I'm saying? It says, instead of encouraging kids to send their letters to the North Pole, as most of them are generally taught, most of them are generally taught lies. What about the other ones? What are they taught? Are they taught lies? Are they taught to do something wicked? No, they being taught the truth. All right. You just lying to the masses of these kids. And that's why you see the masses of these kids is fucked up. It says she was accused of ruining Christmas. Right. So I'm going to read some of these here. What do you call these little posts, Twitter posts. This is the one I want to read. It says, so pretty much this sub teacher just told those kids their parents are liars. She ruined Christmas magic for them. Like, listen, like the ideology of this person, she got the nerve to go into this fucking website to put in her 2 cents on this subject, right? This, I don't know if they post, whatever. I don't fuck with social media, but nevertheless, she decided to chime in on the shit, right? So she says, so pretty much, like, she got the say so to say, like, she's speaking from a sense of authority, but yeah, look at this dumb motherfucker. Let me point out how dumb this motherfucker is. But look at what she's saying. She say, so pretty much the sub teacher, like, as if she's like, let me just get this clear with this, what she did. So she says, so pretty much the sub teacher just told the kids their parents are liars. That's exactly what she did. But what you got in your mind is the fact that she shouldn't have told them that their parents are liars, but she should go on and further on and help build up the lies that those kids' parents are liars. What kind of kid want to be believing into a lying parent? Let's fast forward this in life as an adult, right? I'm 30 years old, right? My parents are still alive, right? Now, as an adult, I won't want my parents as an adult to lie to me. Why would I want them to lie to me as a kid when I'm learning so much stuff? Again, let's think about this in reality, bro. We wonder why everybody fucked up and everything is all crazy. But we over here looking at this shit. But this is because these Edomites. And now these Edomites opening up their mouth as if they got to say so. Like, what is this dumb motherfucker doing? Let me show you how things are supposed to be right. So let me get this straight. You want to tell the kids the truth that their parents is lying to them? Or why don't you just sit there and keep lying to the kids and tell them that their parents is lying to them? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's stupid. It says, what right does the sub-teacher think she has to do such a horrible thing to those families? How is that horrible for telling somebody the truth? All right, if you go to the doctor and your ass was diagnosed with AIDS, would you want your doctor to lie to you? Like, no, you're perfectly fine. Like, come on, man. Like, what right does a doctor, just change that around. What right does a doctor what right does the doctor have to ruin your life and your family's life and your feelings for telling you you got AIDS? Like, really, you ruining everybody else's life if you don't know you got the shit. You see what I'm saying? It says, whatever happened in her whatever happens to her teacher's futures, I'm confident this teacher will be visited by 3 ghosts. No, that's not the one. Hold on. Substitute teacher told first graders Santa isn't real. Basically ruined Christmas. Like I said, man, y'all teaching these kids from a foundation, some weak ass shit, man. And you wonder why they grow up. You know, it's a lot more than Christmas. Like I said, it ain't really got shit to do with the Christmas, but it's just the ideology of these people. So pretty much, let me get this straight. You gonna tell the kids that their parents is liars? Like, is that the truth or is that not the truth? We should tell these kids the truth. How about that? Let me rephrase that. You know, instead of saying, let me get this straight. You know, talking with your proud, you know, your proud look. Let me get this straight. You want to tell the kids that their parents is liars? I'm like, yo, let me get this straight. What do you want to do? Tell the kids the truth or a lie? You want me to lie to your kid? All right. Nobody wants their kid to, on paper. People say, hey, I don't want you to lie to my kid. I want you to tell them the truth. You want your kids to always tell you the truth. How you going to tell them a lie and expect them to tell you the truth? All right. That boils down to when you grow up, all these bitches lying about all kind of crazy shit. Men lying about crazy shit. Celebrities lying about crazy shit. Everybody living this crazy ass lie of a life. You on social media and living lies? Come on, man. You following after these damn Edomites, man. I'm going to jump into the scriptures, man. In this Psalms 58:3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. First and foremost, when they be born, like, hey, a parent, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got to necessarily tell them they white or whatever, but fuck. They grow up thinking that they white and shit like that. That's a lie off rip. And they got that racial white supremacy and all that bullshit, who they are and knowing they foreparents and all that bullshit. Everything their whole life is predicated off a lie. So everything that they speak is based off of that. This is mine, those are yours. Actually, none of this shit is yours. You a goddamn Edomite. Unless you born saying you an Edomite and you gonna be a slave to the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And ain't not one of them saying that. So they all, you know, speaking lies and everything that they speak from birth. But not just that. Look at what we talking about over here in this article. First graders, like before they even first graders, they know about Christmas. All right. And they believe in those goddamn lies. Their parents is lying to them about that. And yet you got somebody trying to tell them the truth and you bashing that person for telling them the truth. All right. Trying to put them on the right path from a youth. You bash them and want them to continue to lie. All right. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So what? Man, you can't trust nothing these goddamn Edomites be saying, man. You can't trust nothing that they got going on because even from birth, man, they be lying. They talk about all kind of lies and bullshits and try to indoctrinate you with the same stuff. You know, we grew up from birth learning these traditions and Christmas and stuff like that. And, you know, we got a couple weeks before Christmas, but hey, we do, you know, merge this with the Christmas special right now. All right. You know, they don't like, you know, people. This is a trick question you ask people about the Bible. Like, yo, is Christmas talked about in the Bible? People will be like, well, no, I don't think so. I don't think it is. Well, actually, it is talked about in the Bible, but not in the way you think. All right. So we're going to read it here. Speaking on that Christmas and that bullshit, right? Jeremiah 10:2, it says, thus saith the Lord, or thus saith Yahawah, learn not the way of the heathens. All right. Just like we was reading, the heathen, they go astray from birth, basically speaking lies. And what is one of their ways? All these holidays they indoctrinate us with, you know, like the one coming up, Christmas, all right, and Thanksgiving we just passed. But it says, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. You know, like the different signs and the stars and stuff like that with the zodiacs and stuff like that, and just different, you know, blood moons and certain things like that. Yeah, the Most High used those as signs and symbol for us, but he also told us which ones and certain things like that, all right. Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain, all right. Your customs are like what? Things that you do, like on the 4th of July, we shoot fireworks and eat barbecue. On Christmas, we buy gifts and sit down with the family and unwrap them. On Thanksgiving, we eat turkey and dressing. You see what I'm saying? These are well, in America, these are the customs of these Americans. That's what Americans do, right? But the Most High, and as Americans, those are actually the Edomites, all right? We, the Israelites, in captivity under them, all right? So it says, in verse 2, it says, thus saith Yahawah, learn not the way of the heathens. All right. So they customs, don't learn their customs. Stay your people, you know, talking about the law, statutes, commandments. Stay with the Most High prescribed with us, with our high holy days and so forth. It says, for the customs of the people are vain. For one setteth up a tree out of the forest, the works of the hand of the workmen with the axe. All right. So we going into some of the customs of the heathens. All right. So one going to the forest and he cut down a tree with an axe. All right. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers that it move not. So they fasten it with hammers and nails that it move not. They do what? They put this tree on a stand and they deck it with silver and gold, just like you got your Christmas tree, right? You got a Christmas tree stand and you do what? You put ornaments on there and those little ball-like things, you know? And these are what? They are always shiny colors and representation of what? Silver and gold. See, we cheap as fuck nowadays. Back in those days, they had what? Real silver and real gold hanging from their trees, all right? And then, Salakia. And they would shimmer and glisten in the light like what? The Christmas lights we have today, all right? Verse 5, they are upright as palm trees, but speak not, all right? But they must need be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is there any in them to do good. Just like in today's customs, you know, we set these trees up, and then people basically, you don't really realize the whole customs throughout Christmas. Maybe, you know, I could probably do a real Christmas special on all of that, but nevertheless, you know, what you're doing is you bowing down into this goddamn phallic symbol, all right, basically the penis to Nimrod, all right, and you worshiping it, you praying into Nimrod's penis for some gifts, all right, and it's like a sexual reproductive thing with the tree and the damn reef and the gifts and the things like that. It's all symbolic. And the star at the top, you know, representing the basically the sperm and stuff like that. But nevertheless, the gifts at the bottom are these gifts. You know, you go and you bow down to this tree and or basically this phallic symbol, and you pray and you worship and you ask for gifts. And then the gifts are at the bottom. All right, talking about this Christmas shit. All right, so it says for they cannot do evil, neither also is there in them to do good, because they used to actually sacrifice beforehand, you know. Like you can also read, like I said, if I do a Christmas special on it, talking about certain things like needing dough to the Queen of Heaven, they would do sacrifice, like going into your birthday. The reason that you have a birthday cake and candles and you make a wish is, you know, they was doing that to the Queen of Heaven. And what you would do is you would wish that your kid or whatever wouldn't get kidnapped by this chick, and so you would make that wish and blow out the candles or whatever, whatnot, you know. But nevertheless, we so far removed from these original rituals, we don't realize what they for. All right, but the Most High is saying, don't partake after these nations. Hang on one second. Let me go back up to verse verse 2 and 3. It says, "Thus saith Yahawah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So learn not the way of the heathen, for the customs of the people are vain. All right, so they got these vain customs, and one of their vain customs is what? This Christmas. It says, "For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the works of the hand of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and hammer it that it move not. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must need be born, because he cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is them to do good." You know, just like, you know, some of the customs, what we do with this damn Christmas, you know. First of all, you got to stack this here tree up, you know, help it up and fasten it up so it'll stand up, you know, feed it. If you got a live tree, give it water and stuff like that. Make it all look nice and everything like this. But you over here thinking that you're going to get something from this tree or with this tree. You know what I'm saying? Like modern day, you think if you got a Charlie Brown Christmas tree like in a cartoon, you ain't going to get no gifts because you ain't got enough money to get a real tree. And the people with the bigger trees get the bigger gifts or more gifts under their bigger tree, or more trees, more gifts, you know. But these are all customs of the heathen, all right, and they always go off from Jump Street, all right. Grab a couple more precepts. We're gonna close out. This is Revelation 18:4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sin, and that you receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities." So going back to what we was just reading over in Jeremiah, it's like, yo, learn not the ways of the heathen. Don't follow after them, all right? And come out of her, my people, meaning the same thing. Not physically just leave America, but, you know, stop partaking into their customs, all right? You know, just as a regular so-called American, you know what I'm saying, as a regular so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, all right, not even knowing that you're an Israelite, if you still partaking in that Christmas shit and all them other holidays after like 2015, 2016, like, I don't know what the hell wrong with you, all right? Like, mostly everybody stopped partaking in all that shit just on their own little reason. They just was broke. But nevertheless, hey, man, the Lord is commanding you as Israelites, all right, after you found out who you are, to stop partaking in all their ways. Come up out of my people, you know? Let me grab that in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51:6 say, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man out of his soul, every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for it is the time of Yahweh's vengeance, and I will render unto her a recompense. All right, so, you know, at the time of Babylon the Great, or America's destruction, the Most High saying, look, stand clear, bruh. How do I say, like, let her go, come up out of her place. All the things she doing is the reason she gonna get wasted. Don't partake in that. So, for instance, let's say, well, this is actually how it is, but we ain't supposed to be partaking in homosexuality or witchcraft, right? The Most High finna come in and render judgment unto all of those people. So if we done got caught up into the brainwash here in Babylon, and we start partaking in witchcraft and shit like that, we supposed to let that shit go, bruh. That's what it means. Like, come flee out of the midst of her. Stop doing her ways. Or, i.e., Christmas. We over here doing this Christmas, Thanksgiving. Hey, man, leave that shit alone, man. You ain't got to leave America. Just don't partake in all that. Because what? These are things, these are the customs of the heathen. All right? These are things that they worship. These are all they false-ass gods. All right? This is Proverbs 11 and 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right, so it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. All right, so let me read this and throw this in there as well. This is actually talking about a woman, but symbolically the same way, because we what the Most High is woman. It says, as a jewel of gold in the swan's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. All right, so we know swan is a pig. You ain't supposed to touch that, nothing dealing with the pig, right? But you know how fine jewelry as gold is looking nice, but bruh, it's touching the pig, bruh. I mean, that didn't defile the whole damn thing. It ain't all that good. All right, it's the same way as a fine ass woman that's just stupid as fuck. Like, well, yeah, she got a fat ass and everything. She on point there, but I can't talk to her because she dumb as a box of rocks. You know what I'm saying? What's that? I don't know. Oh my gosh, you can't talk to no broad like that. Same way with our people. You know what I'm saying? You found out you were Israelite, but yet you still celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's like a fine-ass woman with no discretion. Yeah, you the top of the top as an Israelite, but you're not using, you know, the wisdom that the Most High gave you, man. You over here still partaking in these little bullshit things like that, like in this article. Oh, you want to tell kids lies and things like that? Like, yo, man, like, you know what I'm saying? We teachers, we supposed to be teaching them the right shit. Don't be trying to give them no fake shit, you know? But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? We need to come up out of them, out of their ways and their philosophies, their ways of doing, because it's nothing but death and destruction unto us, leading us into a wrong path. As you see, they arguing with an Edomite woman. All right, I don't know if she was an Edomite woman, but they arguing with the substitute teacher as if she goddamn committed murder. Like she was out there molesting kids when she, like the one lady said, so let me get this straight. She's telling all these kids that their parents are liars. Like, and they mad with that. Like, yeah, they lying to you. You want to tell a kid somebody lying to them, right? You want to teach them the truth from fiction, right? We'll close out with this, Proverbs 16 and 5. It says, everyone that is proud in heart, like that woman. So let me get this right. All right, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Most High, to Yahawah. All right, they all abominations because what? They know, like the woman just said, like, oh, so let me get this straight. You want to tell all the kids their parents is lying? So she know what the truth is. She know that Christmas ain't real. Right? It's not even the fact that you trying to convince these bitches that Christmas is real, because the two adults that's arguing about the shit, the one teacher who told the truth and the parents who don't want them to tell them the truth, they both know that Christmas is not real. All right? But the one bitch is just proud in heart, like all these Edomites. All right? It says everyone that's proud in heart is an abomination to Yahawah. All right? So that's just the regular form of these goddamn Edomites. All right? And we need to flee out of the midst of them and part ways with they ass, because we ain't trying to go down with these goddamn walking abominations. It says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Most High, Yahawah. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. So, you know what I'm saying? Especially in these times when the Most High is about to bring ultimate judgment and salvation unto the Israelites, ultimate judgment to these heathen and 2/3 of the Israelites, and salvation to the elect and 1/3. Hey, man, it's time to stop cleaving unto these people, man. And this is a beautiful spiritual site that they had this stupid ass article over somebody. I mean, that's some little petty ass shit, but still at the same time, like, yo, man, it's time to stop lying to the children. It's time to stop lying over little petty shit, especially shit that don't matter. Let's talk about the truth of some real shit. All right, it's time for Esau to be exposed. Let me read this and we'll close out with that. Obadiah 1 and 6. It says, Obadiah 1 and 6, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? Hey, man, the Most High is exposing Esau. All right, all his ways is coming out before the whole earth now. All right, so you don't have to sit here and worry about being deceived by homeboy, damn, where was that at? No, I'm not even gonna try to grab it. I'm gonna go ahead and just end it here. But nevertheless, you don't have to worry about having to keep being up under the deception of this goddamn white man. All right, it's time to keep exposing him and showing forth the truth. All right, let me read one more scripture and I'm gonna close out with that, because just to show you the importance of why it's important to tell the truth. All right, John 3. I'm gonna read it all the way down. John 3:16. For the Most High loved the world, so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For the Most High sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but the world through him might be saved. All right. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he not believed in the name of the only begotten Son. So basically, YAHAWASHI being the light, the truth, coming, exposing all of Esau's lies and showing us all the truth is coming to the earth now. Now it's time to come to the truth and stop cleaving to that wickedness and those lies. All right. Verse 19. And this is the condemnation. This is the fucked up part about it all. That light, or the truth, YAHAWASHI came with the truth. Everything is being exposed now. This is the fucked up part. This is where it go off. That the truth is here now. And this is the condemnation, that truth is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. Because, see, they don't want to expose Christmas and tell these first graders the truth. They want to keep making money off of their Christmas. All right. They know if you told every kid from Jump Street that Christmas didn't exist, that's a multi-billion-dollar organization and sales that they just losing out with. If you told all the kids that Halloween ain't real and no more dressing up, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna celebrate Thanksgiving no more. All right, this is the condemnation that the truth has come. Everything is being exposed. These are all wicked holidays, pagan holidays. All right, but they want to keep doing this here bullshit because why? Their deeds are evil. They making money up off of your ignorance, off of the deception and the lies they lying to you. You know, the more and more they can keep telling these kids as they keep being born that Christmas is real, at least for, you know, probably let's say 10 to 15 years. You know, you got a guaranteed customer. Every year they come around, they gonna want something else more and more for Christmas, as long as they believe that lie. And even after Christmas, people still buy for that same holiday. So it's prepping people for life to buy around this one time. But what? These them damn Edomites and their deception, man. They're just trying to keep us in captivity and things like that, man. So, you know, just you know, point out these things about this damn devil and his deception growing up from life or from birth, you know. Always speaking lies. But it's time that we just stop cleaving unto him and his lies and coming to the light. You know, YAHAWASHI and his ways. All right, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying into the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, I can push in this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth, and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. And enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. And until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.